slowdownneurocalendar.com, and of course, the House of Biceps. All right, guys, I'm here at the House of Bicep today addressing a very important issue for all athletes. This is something that's came up. It's been something that's drilled into my head. It was thrown at me back when I was really young in strength sports, and I still see it thrown around by everyone, no matter who they are. And that's, should you do the ATG squat? I know this is going to surprise a lot of people, but I'm actually a big supporter of the ATG squat. It's not something that I can do year-round, especially living in the climate where I live, but I do incorporate the ATG squat as much as possible. I think it's something that athletes should be doing. I have my son do it. I definitely think powerlifters, if you are used to squatting in full gear, multi-ply, dual-ply briefs, the dual-ply canvas suits, knee wraps, bench shirts, everything like that, I think you absolutely definitely need to be working the ATG squats. Obviously, you need to make some small adjustments to make it work for you, and that's kind of what I want to show you guys here today. So give me just a minute, let me back the camera away a little bit, create some distance here. Let me show you guys a couple of variations of the ATG squats that you can make work for you. All right, guys, the church bells are ringing, so that must mean something special about this video. I'm bringing you guys the serious knowledge. This is the area where I like to do the majority of my ATG squats, especially this time of the year. If you are living in Cyprus like me, you don't have G like this in the summertime. The only time that we have grass is a little bit in December, starts to grow a little bit in January and February, depending on the rain and how cool it actually gets. If it cools down enough that grass will actually grow, we'll start to get grass sometime in February, and we're looking at mid-April right now. This will stick around for another month to 6 weeks, and then it's going to be gone. So your opportunity is very limited with your ATG squats if you live here where I am. So I like to work these in for a solid 3 to 4 months a year. That's really about as long as my joints can take the ATG squats, but I think it's enough so that my body can reap the benefits of the ATG squat, and it can carry me on through the rest of the year when I have to start training really, really hard and heavy with my Denver box squats. Now you can see I've got my feet planted in a natural position. I suggest that to be kind of your position if you're used to wide squatting. Like my box squats, my stance are somewhere around here, though I can set back on my hips. That is absolutely fine. It's a great way to practice as well. But I like to take somewhat more of a natural stance, kind of the position that I use whenever I'm doing overhead press or any kind of jumping, because as strongmen and powerlifters doing ATG squats, we're actually some of the prime examples of athleticism to the rest of the world. So basically what I try to do is I don't do anything special. I just let my joints move as natural as possible, keep my head up, good posture, hands, arms just relaxed. And I kind of keep a general idea because I don't want to go too deep into the grass. So I just, right there, I feel it. I actually feel it right there. Getting some great ATG squats. Let me get that from the side. I want you to be able to see this. Now I do wear tall socks because we do have mosquitoes as well. I can straddle the grass if I have to. Once again, natural stance, but nothing wrong with a wide stance, nothing wrong with a close stance. And just get the ATG. You can sit back. If you prefer to sit back, you can sit back into that like you would for a power lifter. You can take your overhead press stance, your front squat position, and go down here. It's a great way to teach on how to transfer the front squat over into the overhead press, getting that dip and drive up. You can do more of a weightlifting style, more really upright chest, everything flat and braced right there. See, I'm still getting ATG. It's very, very important. Now there's also a variation called the Anderson ATG squats that's really more for advanced lifters. You'll start with the grass at a certain height, and as the rain continues to fall, as the weather continues to improve to make it to where the grass can continue to grow higher and higher and higher. Your squats will continue to become more and more shallower. That's pretty much how the Anderson ATG squats progress. So guys, I hope this helps you out. Don't be afraid to work the ATG squat into your training routine now. No matter what climate that you live in, you can find some grass. If you don't have grass, grow some just for your ATG squats. If you can afford a pair of briefs, then you can afford to grow some grass good enough to do your ATG squats in. Thanks guys, have a good one.